Hi guys, it's just Adam, and today we will be talking about the current state of the Old Firm. It's been quite a rocky season for Rangers, and it's been quite a shit scared board for Celtic. So we're going to be talking about that in today's video, and if you enjoy the video, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and put in post notifications, and go and follow my socials. It's Just Adam on Instagram, Just Adam on Twitch, and Just Adam on TikTok. And the second A in Adam is just a 1. So let's get into this video and discuss the status of the Old Firm. So currently, Rangers sit 11th in the Premiership with 4 draws and a loss. If you said that to me at the start of the season, I would have fucking laughed in your face. It has been an absolute disaster for Russell Martin. I've been a Scottish football fan. I've never seen a worse Rangers team, and that's what you think when they were in the lower divisions. It's crazy. Personally, I think his signings have been actually quite good. Signing a Gassaman, Ant-Man, Majovsky, but Chermiti's a weird one at 8 million. But the way he's playing's obviously, there was protests against Hibs. They won against Hibs, but there's protests against Hibs. And I don't know if he looks fit. I was saying the league, if he loses or draws another league match, I think he's in big trouble. It's just whether this new 49ers crew, they want to actually react quickly, or they want to give him time, because that has been the problem with Rangers. They'll either keep a manager for too long and then it's too late, or they'll no sack him quick enough. I see fans singing "Bringing Back Barry." No, I just don't think he's the right man. He's obviously he saved a sinking ship, but he never saved it. It's still floating, but it's still halfway under the water. You know what I mean? So it's like he kept it afloat. It's like the Titanic. He made it no crack in the middle, but he just kept. I don't see him ever coming back. But I think Russell Martin, there's no way to tell if he's actually going to do well. But saying that, I do see him recovering. But I don't know if they'll win the league. I do not know if they'll win the league. I don't think they'll win the league. I think it'll be very close, because Celtic, I think they're just floating above. They're like 1 or 2 injuries away from crisis, I would say. But I think that gives us time to move on to Celtic. No, but let's move on to Celtic. Why are they protesting? Why? Well, let's get into it. Brendan Rodgers, I was going to make a separate video on this. Is he going to sign a new deal? And I think it's looking very uncertain at the moment, because why would they not just, if he was so invested in the project, why would they not sign it? So basically, recently, Celtic fans, as you've probably seen, are protesting against the board, against their 4-0 win against Partick Thistle. They had pictures of every board member, some of them included Peter Lowell, Derek Desmond, I think his name is, and many more. Why is that? Why are they protesting? They've won 13 of the last 14 league titles. Why are they protesting? Well, this is it. It is because I think they've seen Rangers in Europe and they're getting a bit, why can we not do that? We've got 100 million in the bank, why can we not do that? And it's the signing they're making. Like, they let Adam Ida leave and they had to get Ian Atcho, who looks like he needs to go to Weight Watchers. According to some Celtic fans, which is quite funny. But it's just the constant not spending at the right times. Like this summer transfer window, it looked like they were going to sign nobody. and then they signed a couple on the last day. That guy for Tunisia. Who else did they sign? They signed a couple more. They signed Ian Atcho on a free. Just players like that. They didn't look bothered. They signed that guy for Antwerp as well, but that was before the deadline. But it just looks like they weren't that bothered this transfer window, and they let Kuhn leave before to go to Como before the playoffs of the Champions League. You're like, you would have been better to leave it, like, say, you can go to Como, because Como are not in Europe, so it's like, this season will start, our league season will start running about Celtics, and I don't think it's going to make a difference if he misses one game for Como. But it could have been like, Como, if you wait until the end of the season, if we get Champions League or not, we'll give him to you. It's at this price, there you go. A mutual agreement. But no, they let him leave. They let Ida leave. They let Kyogo leave in January. Jota's injured. Brought back Kieran Tierney, who I wouldn't say that's that great, like with fitness. And then they got knocked out by Karat on penalties. Karat, never heard of them before. Karat. Karat Almaty, I think the one name is. For Kazakhstan. It's closer to China that is the UK. So there you go. And they're now playing in the Champions League ahead of Celtic. It doesn't matter. Celtic are one of the biggest clubs in the world. So are Rangers, but they should not be getting beat off Kazakhstani teams. It just does not sit right. And I don't think, because we saw it when Celtic lost 10 in a row, their fans went mental, protests against the board. And then they bring in Ange, so it's successful. It's just covering over the cracks, basically. And you look at it now, I don't think these protests will stop. And if you compare it to Rangers, I think if Russell Martin picks up a couple of wins, well, actually, I think if he gets a good run going, I think that the protests will shut up. Patrick Stewart, on the other hand, you might get a couple of fans every so often, but like, if they have bad performances. So in Rangers' case, it's about performances. Celtic case, it's actually about how they operate as a whole. So I think the Rangers ones will go away eventually if it does improve. The Celtic ones, I do not think it will improve. I think they've had enough with the actual people running the club, because I heard a story that they hired one of their own sons just because he's his son, basically. So it's just that kind of thing. It's like, we need a strong old firm if we want to put Scotland on the map, and this is just a bad example at the moment. Will Brendan Rodgers sign a new deal? Doubt it. I don't think he will. I think he'll be going, and I think that might be the downfall of Celtic, maybe, if let him go, because as he said in his opening video, I want players who want to be here. I want to challenge in Europe. There's yet to win a European knockout tie in my lifetime. It's just stuff like that. It brings down Scottish football. Obviously, your teams in like Aberdeen, Hearts, could split the Old Firm, but they're still unable to, even at the crisis moments. We'll have to see. I thought I would just make this video because I would say both clubs are not in crisis, but they're in the shit. If you enjoyed the video, guys, remember to subscribe. I'll be making videos both about Rangers and Celtic, so if you like either club, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and put on post notifications. Subscribe to my Twitch for some FIFA content if you enjoy FIFA, Ultimate Team, Pro Clubs, and possibly Career Mode. That'll be a couple of videos maybe. If you could comment what clubs I should do. I'm thinking I might do an Italian save this year, but anyhow, hope we have a great day, guys, and goodbye.